Meanwhile, the Kogi State Government has handed over the site for the construction of the new Lokoja Ultra-Modern Market to the contractor SABC Limited. In a ceremony at the site of the market, the Kogi State Commissioner for Commerce and Industry, Honorable Muhammed Shuabu, said the project is a demonstration of the Ododo Administration to make Kogi State the commercial hub of the nation, saying the present location was to correct the errors in siting the current market at the intersection of the busiest roads in Nigeria. Also, the Commissioner for Housing and Urban Development, Taiye Abanika, said the decision of the state government to locate the new Lokoja Ultra-Modern Market along the Zone 8 crusher is part of the Urban Renewal Project of the Ododo Administration, saying the present administration is gradually changing the face of Lokoja and other urban areas in the state. Joining us to shed more light on the project is the State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Femi Fanwo. Thank you so much, Mr. Fanwo, for joining us on the news.
Thank you very much for having me on News Central.
Yeah, you're welcome. Now, Kogi has been in the news in recent times as it concerns insecurity. Let's start from there. How do you drive business in what people have perceived as an insecure environment?
Thank you very much. Maybe before now, we can be talking about the issue of insecurity in the state, but you have insecurity across the country. Each state is trying to solve the problem through domestic strategies. Our domestic strategies in Kogi State is to deploy both the kinetic and the non-kinetic approaches. And the non-kinetic approach seems to be working, empowering our youth, turning the state to a construction hub where most of these youths will be gainfully engaged to work. And part of what we are doing today by handing over this site is one of the approaches of ensuring that we engage our youth in very productive ventures so that we'll be able to distract them from crimes and criminalities. And that is working very seriously in Kogi State. Okay. Also, the state has been able to adopt what we call the community-led approach to security, where we have empowered the communities to be able to lead in the security architecture of the state under the Ododo Administration. So, by and large, I would say Kogi is one of the safest states in Nigeria today. And that is why we are having all of these investments in the state. As a government, it is also our responsibility to create the right atmosphere and the environment for businesses to thrive, for investments to come in, and that is part of what we are doing today.
Okay, so you said the government in Kogi State is investing in youths and the community, and the grand plan is to make Kogi State the commercial hub of the nation. So what are the potentials that you would highlight for us to understand how Kogi can drive that narrative?
Thank you very much. In terms of industrialization, you would realize that the state is doing everything to ensure that we attract more grade A industries into the state. Already you have the Dangote cement, you have the Manga cement. Manga cement is about $1.5 billion US project. They've started production already. A lot of A-list companies and industries are trooping to the state because of the environment that we have created. And because of our tax and land administrations in the state, we have been able to attract all of these giant industries to come and invest in the state. We need to harness our potential as a state. We are the most southern part of the north and the most northern part of the south. We are the gateway. We are the center of the country, bordered by about 10 other states. These are big potentials that we are trying to harness as much as possible. And what we are also doing today by having this kind of a gigantic project, an ultra-modern market, is to leverage our potentials and opportunities to be able to turn Kogi to the commercial hub of Nigeria.
So the idea is also make it, urbanized, so to speak. How will you be driving that also? Because we understand the making of Kogi State, as it were. What are the groundworks that would be put forward to ensure that we have this urban renewal in the state?
Thank you very much. What we have been dealing with in the past is a situation where we pay less attention to urban renewal. The immediate past administration started work on ensuring that we have urban renewal in the state. The major urban centers should look like real urban centers, while we also provide the right infrastructure at the rural areas. You cannot take care of the urban areas properly and effectively if you don't take care of the rural areas. And the policy of the administration is to ensure that we reduce drastically the movement of people from rural areas to urban areas, so that we'll be able to plan the urban areas and also develop the rural areas. And also, you look at Lokoja. Lokoja was the first federal capital, was the first capital of a united Nigeria. And what it looked like, before, like in the past 9 years, 9 years back, wasn't something that we are proud of. We've started, the last administration started doing something about Lokoja, but the Ododo administration has taken it up, to a completely different level. And you have what we call the Lokoja Urban Renewal Project, LOP. The LOP is such that we would ensure that we are able to organize Lokoja in such a way that it would look like a modern capital city of a state. Okay. And, the market we are having also, that we are handing over to the contractors to start constructing from today, is also part of our Lokoja Urban Renewal Project, LOP, because it will ensure that the 6 other markets that are scattered across Lokoja are brought together in just one place. Okay. And that will have all of the infrastructure of what you will have in a modern, ultra-modern market.
Okay, thank you so much, State Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Femi Fanwo, for sharing the ideals and the thoughts of the Kogi State Administration with us.
Thank you very much for having me, and I will also be inviting New Central to once in a while come and see the project that is sitting on 25 hectares of land. It is a massive one, and it is something that Nigeria will marvel at when it is completed. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Trust us, we'll be there. Thank you.